Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We are back, Jack. New Degenerocity, my job experience. What job experience y'all had, man? Ain't nobody had more job experience than me. I'm going to certify that. I done had all the experience. What about you, C?
I haven't had a lot of experience.
Well, I haven't had all the experience. I haven't worked in the medical field. I will say that.
I've had the only experience I guess that I haven't had would be probably just restaurant, fast food, the food industry experience. I haven't had that.
Never had industrial experience either.
Okay, well, I wasn't thinking about that, but okay, yeah.
I got that. I got both of those.
With what?
Industrial and restaurant and fast food.
Yeah, that'd probably be whatever. But yeah.
And I got retail.
I have retail, but
I'm just saying.
But yeah,
I got others.
I wasn't thinking industrial, but yeah, definitely like the food service. I haven't had experience in that.
I got sales experience. Oh, that's why I meant to. Did I see you that video, Kevin?
Yeah, you sent it.
Kale. And what's the it's Ventures or something like that. Cutco Nas. Shout out to if y'all know about Cutco Nas or the other one they tried to get me a part of, that You Should Be Here. That joint.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Out of those two, which one would you, if you had, which one would you work for?
Probably You Should Be Here. I ain't going door to door trying to sell nobody no Nas.
I said a Nas, bro. At least at the end of the day, I had a Nas. The Nas last.
I think I have a better chance of selling the knives than I would the You Should Be Here stuff.
The You Should Be Here, bro.
Always gave me very scamish.
Yeah, the You Should Be Here.
Which I knew people that was
both of them are. Both of them scamish.
Yeah, I said, but one gives me more than the other.
Yeah. What was the company the one in Nashville I had took you to that time?
I can't even remember what the name was, but it was one of those two.
And then the other one I went to.
It was selling insurance though.
And then another one I went to, it was a call center, but it was one of those too though. Mm-hmm. I was just, But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Liking it with a thumbs up.
Reason why I have so much work experience, bro. For 2 summers in a row in college, I worked 3 jobs. Working 3 jobs. During the school year, I was working two jobs. Mm-hmm. So at times. So, yeah. I'm a hustler, baby. One thing I'm going to be is never broke. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job! This is a horrifying path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our parlay hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job. Unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work, I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now and not work that job again, we would take it. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion.
That's so true, though. I used to always be like, when people, unless it depends on what you're trying to do, right? But art history, I'm like, why the fuck? I'm like, what you planning on doing? I can work at an art, but those jobs do pay well. But what is the turnover rate? Not turnover rate, but it's a term and I can't think of the term for it. Mm-hmm. But what are the chances of you being able to obtain a job like that? You get what I'm saying? Because typically when people do get those jobs, they hold on to them, and so they're working there for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. And so you want to get in a job or a company or some type of whatever you want to do that has room for growth and the constant evolving opportunities. You don't want to get in something where people gonna get in that profession and they're gonna see. You know, people actually go to school to be a librarian.
I think when you think they do, but when you think of it, you think of just somebody sitting at a desk. It's way more to it. It's way more to it. Look into it.
But what's the pay?
They get paid.
It's probably not worth it though. Not for a degree. Not to leave and have debt. And then what? Like you know, once people get, you know, you never see anybody young in those jobs. It's always all old. The reason why she's saying that, y'all, because she was a librarian at one point.
I was like not that type.
She was a librarian in college and high school,
but not the type that
she was the one in high school and in college.
I high school and college.
But yes, it was,
and I enjoyed it. Maybe because I'm just.
Why she wear the glasses? But if you go pursue something, man, and I won't necessarily say business because it's such a vague as if I already know what you could do. I often say if you can go back, would you like major in something different, the same, for job opportunities?
I'll probably major in something similar, or the only other thing I probably would have majored in is probably
I'm saying for like job purposes that's pay well, that got a revolving door, that like for opportunities.
I probably would have still considered it. I mean,
you know what? I would have went for what I wanted to do in high school. I took classes in high school, and it scared me.
What?
Accounting.
Oh.
I know somebody made $2 million a year doing accounting. And I'm like, shit, $2 million says.
My brother does that, and not my blood brother, but he
your
does.
Your frat.
He does that, and he's doing very well for himself. Yeah.
I'll go for it.
The only other thing that I wanted to do in high school was the criminal justice field, but I don't think that's
a revolving door, for opportunity.
Yeah, but I probably still did the health field.
Better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9-to-5 at a warehouse lifting boxes. I don't mean any disrespect, but am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels. Nah, that's too much. But eventually, you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually, we all have to get a job. However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear you could send 100 applications to 100 different places and all of them would still ghost you. You think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people. But nah, it feels like they're posting it as bait, just to mess with people. Or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent paying job requires that? And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure.
Have you ever looked at applications when people apply for jobs? Have you ever you have, that's your last job. They did show y'all other people, and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people really don't understand the process of filling out an application. That's the real reason. If you really want to boil it down, that's the real reason why a lot of people are not getting responses. It's because the way you fill out that job application.
But yeah.
Even the assessment test. A lot of y'all don't even know. I found out how to pass the assessment test to get you a call back. Every freaking time. Because I used to be like, all right, I'm going to do it never got a call back. once I learned, I was like, oh shit, that's how you get a call back.
Yeah, I
That's
have
messed up.
I have seen people with applications and their resumes and stuff because
I have to.
Because
With my last job.
with my last job, it was like the person that was over it. She was like, "Hey, I want to bring everyone in on it, basically, just to see who will be a good fit with the team."
Yeah.
And kind of who we resonated with. So it was like going over everybody's, and I was like, I think this person, or we was giving like feedback of like each one, and that's how we ended up picking the two that we ended up having.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because I'll say that, like, the last job I had, eventually I was gonna be a supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just the corporation I was running by. It's like once you get hired in, the longer you're there, the more you're gonna go up. Like, it's a constantly process of evolving. Because honestly, if I stayed there, it would have been what, 6 years. Say, like,
what is this?
I'm looking at the date.
Oh,
I'm like, I would have been there for about 6 years now, right? If I had stayed there, and if I had aspirations of really succeeding at my job,
yeah.
because your friend dude wanted, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He worked, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would be higher ranked than him. If I had aspirations, right? I gave 2 shits, and they still love me. I probably would be making about 300,000, 400,000 right now. If I had stayed there. But also, I didn't mess with the hours. And the 9 times out of 10, we wouldn't be in Tennessee right now.
Yeah, the hours are long, and you're not like I guess guaranteed where you'll be located.
Yeah,
so
it's constantly like relocation. We not 9 times out of 10, we would not be in Tennessee right now. I don't think you would have cared though.
I wouldn't care.
Especially if I'm making 300.
Well, not the like. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
No, I'm saying because of the money.
I think it would get tiring, like having to pick up and move, like here and there. But I mean, I wouldn't.
And relocating, I'm always at work.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh my God! You say that now. You say that now because we always together. I would have been like, woo, woo, but no, like them long hours, bro. When I say I was working, what, 10 to 12 hours every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays. So yeah, it was just too much, bro. It was over 60 hours a week every week. It was 50 to 60 hours every week. Huh?
I said there was no balance. It was just work.
Nah, it was all work, man. I that's why I ain't care, bro.
Stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application. Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the fuck on. Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I'd never get a response back. Like, damn, was my application that bad? Even when your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit-ass questions. Why did you choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done? Money? What else am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Hopefully not here. That's just me being honest with my answers. What do you want me to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's. So you gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like, would you still work this job even if there was no pay? You say absolutely. I always wanted to be a slave. Congratulations. You have successfully become employed.
And I hate the politics of working in the corporate world. Y'all think like it's fakeness on like some working at a Wendy's, Walmart, or working, bro, go into the corporate world. Those gonna be the most fakest people you ever meet in life. I would prefer to go back to the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Like the corporate world, everybody's trying to backstab each other so they can look better for the next promotion. Especially when they talk about it's a job opportunity, and boy, you gonna see some of the fakest bullshit you ever seen, man. I'll be like, bro, I really will whoop y'all motherfucking ass, bro. I swear, like corporate world is one of them things, bro. And I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never seen a bunch of crackheads in my life. Like, functional crackheads. You ain't like it's one thing working like a warehouse and you be seeing like, oh, that man he be drinking every weekend or that man smoke weed. No, I'm talking about people that sun up, sundown, and on the weekend they snoring that powder. That I was rich people that I don't like it though. Oh, I got some story times I can tell y'all about another spot I worked at. And all the stuff that was going on, people paying for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let that.
People paying for. I'm talking about your supervisors paying levels down for some, you know what I'm saying, and selling dope. Your supervisor not selling dope. I'm talking about moving weight. I'm like, damn, bro. It was like, yeah, you been. I said, they were like, how long? I said, I've been here a year. You ain't saying shit. I'm like, hell no. You been here long enough. And I was moving up fast. But I'm like, no, I ain't seeing nothing, bro. I swear, bro. I'm like, bro, these folks already making $200,000. Why the hell they're like, yeah, man, it's dirty in here. Hell yeah.
Willing to do something.
And they fired all the black folks up out of that bitch. Started over New Leaf. Bro, I done see some things in the corporate world, y'all.
The end of your life starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate.
Y'all, I used to work at Sunday. I thought they were going to put me on skates, bro. I said, hell no, bro. That was my first job. My first ever job I worked at in high school was Sonic. It only lasted about 3 months. And honestly, I don't even know how I got out the job. It was Christmas break. They said I went and I said, hey, y'all can put me on the schedule more because we out of school. I was like, I want to work much as possible as I can during the Christmas break. Oh yeah.
Maybe
I came back next week. Oh, we decided to give all the high schoolers, all the school kids a week off. Following week, oh, we haven't updated the schedule yet. We're gonna run off the same schedule. Man, bro, come back, time to go back to school. They said, yeah, come back to when school start back. Oh, now you gotta reapply. You got me, boy. You talking about somebody hot?
They played you.
Yeah, they played all of us because all of us was out of job.
You can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision. It's your boss and coworkers. They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with, that's amazing. That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders. I would mess up orders. And one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I did it.
I'm saying that would be you messing people orders up.
No, I would not.
Dropping trays.
No, I would not.
So you said you want to drop a tray?
Maybe like my first week or maybe like my first.
The reason why I know you capping because it happened to everybody.
That's why
all service, anybody in the work in that field.
Said that I would probably, I probably would. Like,
hey, you would mess up somebody's order.
Okay, when I first started, but I'm saying you making it seem like that's just gonna be my everyday.
No, I'm saying you would do it too. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, you behave.
Cause we all been there, done that.
Yeah, probably in the beginning, but I ain't gonna keep being it, you know.
Man, cause my first restaurant job was a busboy. I was at Olive Garden trying to be a busboy. I done trying to show off because that's what you do. I had a whole tray full of glasses. Man, I was going with it too. Next thing you know, I hit that door. I went through the door. I'm still humming. Yeah, I done made it through. Man, that back door said, all you heard was, I said, man, glass going everywhere. Help on down 3. Brother man down.
And one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kind of jealous is that some of my coworkers would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like, damn, bro, are you Samoan? Those trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift for a wedding and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m. Granted, I was dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once, but I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the environment I was around was nice. Sometimes. I've had to serve some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free? You a bitch.
If I had trash co-workers or a trash boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long. I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally. Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse. I had no co-workers, so I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked, sometimes less.
You got me fucked. No. And the job already sounds sad and depressing because you walking around not talk, like you just talking to your head. You say what?
Nothing. But
you said that wouldn't bother you?
Not having to talk to nobody?
Work at Amazon for a month. I bet it bother you.
It wouldn't be not having having nobody to talk to. It'd be having to be on my feet all day because my back messed up, my feet be hurting. I can't.
I'm saying.
It used to be there.
You walking around in a white ass building. You just see a white wall. You seeing people walk by, but you can't talk to them. So you just talking to your head, just moving like this for hours,
y'all
bro.
Can't. Because if you get talk, you can't get off your task.
Yeah, because we got to keep pace. So I ain't got time to be talking.
And then good.
You ain't doing shit but for 10 hours talking to your head.
That's fine. I don't like talk. I get tired of talking.
You're not finna be cool and comfortable with.
Can you have your
No.
Can you have like a
when
headset
when I was there, no.
You can't have like a headset.
No, you can't have nothing. No electronics because they also sell electronics, so they can't verify you didn't steal nothing. So no phones, no headset, no nothing.
Yeah, I probably couldn't do that. I need some music to keep me going.
No,
Did y'all have a radio? Can I bring a radio?
No. Nothing. It is quiet as hell. And you ain't hear nothing but silence. And don't you be over here by yourself and you see nobody in the hour. You like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I ain't see humans in an hour,
That would drive me crazy because if I had music, I'm good. I don't have to talk to nobody.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you could have music, for sure, I'm with you.
If I could have music, I'm good. I can.
Bro, you just like this for.
But if that probably would. I'll have to talk.
You start rapping to yourself. I'm in that motherfucker 10 hours, bro. Then during peak season, 12 hours. I'm going crazy. and don't get the bubble guts. It's kind of taking shit. They come and find you. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't because the way I have to use the restroom, not that type of restroom, but I be having to use it. I be having to go. I need no.
They be like, where you was?
Like, dang, I can't piss and pee.
I was in the bathroom, man. I hit the shit. It was just a baby shit.
Come on, bro.
I can't shit. I'm sorry, but it can't.
Did they write you up and stuff?
They will write you up if you off town. Like if you go, cause you know how you.
That don't sound.
You know how you gotta go to when you gotta go to the bathroom. You sit there for hours. You better go. I gotta push it.
You gotta tell all my business, man. You talking to?
I'm talking about when you sit. Ain't no. I like to get comfortable.
Well, I like to relax, clear my mind. It's like my time for me to just,
Ain't none of that. See, it's come in, do what you gotta push out, and go. You be like, oh, I ain't done. But they looking for me, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, when it's quiet.
I can't do that.
All you hear is the machines going. You won't hear nothing else.
I be hearing the machines in my sleep. I'm good.
It is so, bro. Amazon is one of the worst jobs ever, bro. I swear.
Somebody may like it.
Bro, no.
arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked, sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking that. Plus, he only paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that only paid you through Cash App? Man, I had to go. I only worked there for a few weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for one day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation. I discovered they weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's false advertising. So I left. That wasn't really the reason. I just didn't want to work in the freezer.
Oh man, them freezers be cold in the mud.
You did work in the freezers at Walmart.
No. I worked in produce. We had the freezer, but sometimes they'll be short over in the actual freezer part, and I have to go over there and work. Oh my gosh, I was not prepared.
Bruh, I'm finna tell you what's the problem though. When we got hired on at Amazon, you know, normally with a job, you just go to orientation, you go home, right? Mm-hmm. Boy, they talk about some, y'all ready to work?
I don't.
They put us on the floor the same day, and we worked a 12-hour shift.
They didn't even know if y'all had something else planned. They treated y'all like, you know what I want to say?
You want me to tell you, more than half of the people quit on spot.
I would have quit. I'm telling you, I ain't doing that.
I said, damn, we just got to walk around. We just saw, bro. We just now seeing what the
plan that you were not on the agenda after this.
Well, it was nighttime too, though. Orientation. I was at 6 o'clock.
What day was it?
It was like during the week, but it was like at 6 p.m. I was like, all right, orientation. I'll probably be out by 8. I'm like, go in orientation.
What time did you leave?
6 in the morning. I said we worked a 12-hour shift. I ain't sleeping nothing. Nigga, I was tired.
Babe, listen. How long was the orientation class?
Like an hour.
So after this, because that was a trap.
So
orientation,
orientation, we went in, they talked to us about everything, we filled out the paperwork, then they said, all right, we finna give y'all a tour. That's when I first found out. I was like, I ain't never heard of a dude named Ashley.
It was training?
It was orientation training, it was really on-the-job training. Y'all go pick up a scanner, get to work. I swear, bro. They put us to work the same day.
And they made y'all work a 12.
A 12. You know
and y'all didn't know that y'all was going to do that.
I did not. I ain't signed up for no 12 hours. I knew what the job entailed.
But you didn't know you was going to be working that day. You thought you was just going for this orientation.
Because a lot of people was like, all right, we're going to orientation. I'll see y'all tomorrow. They going to send us home. Then somebody was like, nah, they going to work us today. They were like, they don't supposed to work us on orientation. Bruh. I'm telling you, they bruh. I swear, bro.
Yeah, they wouldn't have seen me. I would have been right at that door.
Right afterwards, bro, we on the floor, walking. I'm like, they gave us a tour of the facility.
And I don't mind working, but don't get me here and try to trap me. I ain't signed up for this.
And then I was like, they ain't gonna work us that long. Man, we clocked out with everybody else. I said, what the fuck? Well, I guess you won't wear stuff like that to... But they ain't tell us.
I was like, because what if I wore like some uncomfortable shoes or something? I'm trying
Trust
to be,
me, I did have some.
Cute or whatever.
A lot of people was talking about some, bro. I swear about after 5 hours, folks, I'm gone.
Trying to be a little
professional. I said, man, fuck this, I'm gone. I'm in there like, damn, everybody leave. I'm like, but what I supposed to do? I got class in the morning.
And that's the thing. They didn't care.
They didn't care.
They still don't.
Fuck Amazon. Fuck your peso.
That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am. Unemployed since. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Man. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream! So when looking for a job, make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can. Different strokes for different folks. And so on and so on and Scooby Dooby Doo.
I'm telling y'all, man, I done had some experiences, bro. Bro, yeah, they trapped us, bro, the first day. First day on the job, bro, was orientation, filling out your paperwork and all that, and did a tour of the facility, and then they gave us the stuff and told us to go to work.
Wow. Well,
I worked every day after.
you decided to stay. Had a choice.
Oh, man. Y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts
Please
about
do.
it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We Are.
Kid and C.
We
Go
Out.
and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar.